Welcome into the locker room. I'm your host, Will Kronsberg, joined today by Braden Maloy. And Braden, we're going to talk a little bit of Super Bowl. We have Super Bowl 55 coming up on Sunday. The Buccaneers versus the Chiefs. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. And what are your thoughts on that quarterback matchup?
I mean, it's the old battle of old guy versus the new young buck. You know, the old pronounced GOAT, but this new up-and-comer that is doing things in the league that we have never seen before. I think it's going to be an offensive battle. You're going to have to put up points. Kansas City, they're averaging 30-plus points a game. In Mahomes' losses, he averages 31 points a game. So even when he loses, he's still hitting that mark.
And Mahomes obviously coming off of a concussion and a lower body injury. Brady into his early mid-40s. Both of them, will they be a little bit hobbled? We'll see. But they have a lot of offensive weapons to throw to. On the Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes, you're talking about Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, you're talking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And on the Buccaneers, obviously, you have Gronkowski, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and a lot of other players like that. So who do you think has the advantage as far as the other offensive weapons?
I really want to lean towards the Chiefs. I mean, you have that two-headed monster like you brought up, Hill and Kelce. There's really just no way to stop them. You have Hill, who takes the top off the defense. He just gets out of there, the 4.2 speed. He takes the safety down the field. That opens up the under for Kelce. And Kelce as a tight end, he's not your typical tight end. He can move, he's shifty, he's quick. He gets and fits in those holes, and him and Mahomes have such a chemistry that they just find each other. What? You go double Kelce now, you leave Tyreek Hill one-on-one. Right. That's a death wish. Absolutely,
and when you get into that third down range, I mean, Travis Kelce's not just limited to blocking or short receptions. He really is a good downfield receiver. You have the speed with Hill, Sammy Watkins on the perimeter. So there are definitely a lot of options there. Tom Brady, a little bit older, shorter passes, so we'll see about that offense. Now, on the defensive side, the Buccaneers are formidable. Can they stop the Chiefs?
I think they can. I think coming into this game, the Chiefs are down 2 starting linemen, which is huge for any game, but especially a game of this magnitude. You've been rocking with these 5 guys all year. Mahomes, they've made a connection, and now he's going to be without them. He's got some second stringers who have played good in their own right, but aren't not straight that caliber. And the Tampa Bay's defensive line is ridiculous. Jason Pierre-Paul, Shaq Barrett, Chris Jones, they get after the quarterback. They sacked Aaron Rodgers in the championship game 5 times with just 4 of them. No blitzes or anything. I think they will make a difference.
Absolutely. And now if you look legacy-wise, you have Patrick Mahomes, who is 2-2 career against Tom Brady. He's won the last 2 matchups. Obviously, Brady has 6 rings already. So what do you think, in terms of whoever wins the game, what impact it has on their legacy?
For Brady, I don't think it has as much impact because he's got his 6 rings, he's got the MVPs, he has the wins. This would just kind of be more icing on the cake till already kind of like a 7-layer cake. Like he's already there. This is just zeros on zeros on zeros.
Sure.
For Mahomes, I think it's huge. 3rd season starting, and he'd have 2 Super Bowl rings already, back-to-back. First team to go back-to-back since the 03-04 Patriots, quarterbacked by Tom Brady. And the things Mahomes has been doing in his career, he has 21 touchdown passes in just 7 playoff appearances. He's already got an MVP to his career. He's averaging 308 passing yards a game, which is just ridiculous. Even in the age of throwing the deep ball, throwing for yards, that's still crazy to understand. So I think this game means a lot more for Mahomes' legacy.
Okay, but then you look at Tom Brady, first year on the Buccaneers. He won 6 rings with the Patriots. How much of that was Brady? How much of that was Belichick, the defense? So does he need to show something more for Tampa Bay, for Bruce Arians, and this kind of reinvented Brady-led offense?
I think he's shown enough this season. I think the fact that he was free agent this offseason and came to Tampa Bay, and in just his first year with them, he was able to right the ship, get the chemistry with the team, and go through a gauntlet of the NFC playoffs with New Orleans and Green Bay, who many projected to be in this Super Bowl. And they just kind of moved through them both on the road. And now they're here playing their first ever team to play a home Super Bowl.
Sure.
I don't think he has to win it to show that he still has it in this league as a 43-year-old, and that what him and Bruce Arians and the Buccaneers are doing is a definite threat to the league. But I think winning it will just kind of seal the deal.
Absolutely. And one more matchup head-to-head I want to talk about position-wise is a couple of LSU running backs. You have Leonard Fournette, who was very successful when he was with the Tigers back in his college career. Went to the Jaguars, kind of fell off a little bit, resurfacing with the Buccaneers. And then you have the rookie, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just won the national championship with LSU in 2020. And it's his rookie season. He's been strong in sort of a rotating backfield for the Chiefs. So who do you give the advantage to there?
I'll give the advantage to the Bucs. I think Fournette right now, he's kind of found a hot streak back with against the Saints and the Packers. He's kind of getting back into the mode. He's catching passes out of the backfield, which is huge for Brady. They can just dump off if he gets the pressure. It's very nice and a secure blanket. I think Edwards-Helaire, he's a strong running back. He is coming off a bit of an injury. He didn't play a lot in this past game against the Bills. So I think he's still kind of getting into the mode of it. I think both running games will be huge, though, to open up that pass game, because we've talked about how lethal all these receivers are, from Mahomes, Travis, Kelsey, and Hill, for Brady, Evans, and Chris Godwin. So I think if they can get a solid running game, averaging 5 yards a carry, so that opens up those passing windows. It's kind of funny, though. The Bucs on defense have Devin White, who is also a former LSU player, as their linebacker. So It's kind of Edwards-Helaire and White going up against each other again.
All right, so let's kind of get to it. What is your prediction for Super Bowl 55, and why?
I got the Chiefs winning. I just think at the moment what they're doing on offense is just pretty unprecedented at the moment. I don't think the Bucs will be able to get enough pressure to affect Mahomes. We've seen Mahomes, he can kill you from the pocket, but he can also kill you on his out-of-the-pocket breakaway plays that he's rolling to his left, rolling to his right, even pedaling backwards and just kind of throwing it up. And I think he has just too many playmakers with a defense that have gotten better over the course of the year. I think they make so many stops. I don't think the Buccaneers are able to keep up with points-wise. I
have to agree. I mean, the Buccaneers, they're good, but the Chiefs have been so strong the past 2-3 years, and I don't know how you can stop that offense. Now, I want to look a little bit into the future, past this week. I talked about Leonard Fournette starting his career with the Jaguars. You have a couple of other former Jaguars first-round picks. Blaine Gabbert is the backup quarterback for the Buccaneers, and you have Byron Leftwich, who's now the offensive coordinator. So the Jaguars don't have a strong track record with first-round picks. Not all of them have lasted. Obviously, they have the first overall pick in the upcoming draft. The thought is Trevor Lawrence. I mean, do you see them being able to capitalize on their pick?
I do. I think just pretty much everybody else, they're going to take Trevor Lawrence. I think that's a good bill for them, because they've been rotating in and out. Blaine Gabbert, and they had this past Gardner Minshew, and they need a solid foundation there. And though we've not seen Lawrence in the league yet, his mechanics and just the fundamentals that he plays the quarterback position at is what you need for a team that can build on.
Absolutely. I think it'll be a really quarterback-heavy draft, and I think we're looking forward to another good NFL season after this Super Bowl. That'll do it for us here on The Locker Room. For Braden Maloy, I'm Will Kronsberg. Thank you so much for watching.